tell us everything you got going on.
Look, first of all, before I introduce myself, let's introduce you. You know what I mean? We appreciate you lending us your platform to get on and show love. I want to give you your roses. It's my first time. I get a lot of people calling to do podcasts all over, right? And I don't typically do them, but you from where I'm from, you come from where I come from. Your family is my family. So I just want to say you're dope. I love what you got going on, and you keep killing this shit. But I go by the name of Fred Cross. I do a little bit of everything when it comes to the entertainment business, film business, and as of recently, I'm getting into the gaming world as well. I come from Chicago, of course, Southside all day long, and I'm a man of many talents. I always tell my colleagues I'm smart enough to get in the room. I'm not dumb enough to get kicked out, but I don't stay long enough for it to get weird. So that's me, to sum it all up. Coming from the neighborhood we come to, you got to have all those three abilities to make it through, right? So you're smart enough. So right now I'm in Dallas working on some filming stuff. And you know what's funny? I was supposed to be on my way back on the plane, headed back to Atlanta, but I was like, yo, I got this interview. I got to postpone and stretch my day out one more day to just make sure I'm on here for you. But man, like I told you, I'm on your show right now. So whatever you want to ask, I'm open arms, open ears. So let's get it.
I appreciate that. Yes, family come through for family. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Okay, sir. So we're gonna jump in with your first question.
Okay.
Your first question is: do you feel that all publicity is good publicity, and why?
I feel like back in the day, all publicity was good publicity, but now, nah, not so much, because we have the social media world and information is able to travel from one end of the world to the next end of the world in a matter of seconds. I don't think it's always good. I think maybe back in the day, you can tailor certain things, publicity could happen and they can spin it really, really quick. In this world that we work in, as far as entertainment, the PR people, the teams, the managers, they are great at spinning stuff. But nowadays, when you got stuff on camera, you got audios being recorded, everything's not good. And then with the people with the Me Too movements and all these different movements now, they can kill your brand overnight. You can go from being a top dog to a pup in a matter of a few hours with the way this internet works now. So me personally, I don't think all publicity is good publicity. I mean, and then everything now has a stamp to it. So you do something nowadays, it's stamped and it's there for forever. Whereas back in the days, anonymity and being out of the light once you weren't in the light, sort of example, like, a family that we know who used to hustle, or they was like, yo, we're not on the Instagram showing pictures or money. Now this is what the kids do. So I think it's bad. It has its ups and its downs, but I don't think any publicity is good, especially nowadays. Not at all.
I totally agree. Yeah. It's crazy how you can actually say one thing and then you're just out of there. And then, but like back in the day, again, like you say, and I didn't even think of it that way. It's the reason is because of internet. It travels to a person that wants to make sure that that that's wrong.
Absolutely.
And when they say it's wrong, and they don't just say it's wrong and then click the link and share it for everybody to Google you or YouTube you to get your points up. They actually do it for people to take away from your points.
Absolutely.
So it's a difference. So
yeah, you're totally right. Like I said, with it being the way it is now, I don't think it's good at all. I think whatever your brand is, and with people giving up with so much corporate sponsorships and things like that, things of those natures, I think a lot of times that we're not fully aware of our brand and branding and the things necessary to feed your family, right? You have a lot of these instances where people think because they're here, you can't come down. And with this social media and things being the way it is, you got so many people, and their voices and their Twitter fingers matter now, right? The Instagram fingers matter, those Facebook fingers matter. They can say one or two things and have the whole world tuned in to what you are and who you are and the creepiness of what makes you. So I think it's like I said, it's a good thing if you can navigate through this world as far as with the public eye on you. With me, for myself, I've worked with tons of people, from the R. Kelly's to Jennifer Hudson to the Aretha Franklins, all of those guys, right? But what I was taught is you come in and do a job, you get the job done, and then you get out the room. You almost move like 007,
Yeah.
right? You come in there you come in there and get the information, you get on out of there, So nowadays everybody want to be seen, so
You're right, and they gotta prove they try to build their brand off of something to hurt somebody else because that's what everybody is looking for.
Absolutely.
So I got some hands back here. Okay, we're gonna start with Mr. Matthews. How do you feel about this?
I think it's a matter of how much is your soul worth to you.
Mm.
Like a lot of people, they're willing to sell their soul for that
Woo!
fame. Like I can tell you from being on a set of American Idol, a lot of people's willing to sell their soul real quick. Like there's been instances because it's a reality show, and reality is a reality show. So I mean, for the most part, when the camera's in your face and the producer wants something to go a certain way.
Oh yeah.
Certain questions. They trying to egg something on, like they're trying to actually egg me on to a fight, whatever, with another contestant. And it was just like, I can get in a fight with this contestant. The cameras go film it. It's gonna probably be on their show, get some ratings, whatever, woo woo. And yeah, I'll be memorable. But at the same time, I'm about to get on here and act fool and come home to Chicago. And yeah,
So
ain't nobody hear me sing. They just heard me fighting.
it's funny, right, Nick? Just to piggyback off what you said, you're absolutely correct. Working in this industry, man, people. Dave Chappelle said something that was profound to me years ago on Oprah's show. He said, "Success will take you to a height where your character can't sustain." Right? That's the truest statement or truest quote I've ever heard in my life. And Nick, I'm sure that you could piggyback on this as well. Being in that limelight where your family don't know if Nick could pop overnight, or your friends don't know, you start to see who they really are and who they demons really are. Being in these businesses and watching people, do all of the thing. Like I always say, a few things that's in this business, and Nick, I know you're gonna be like dead on with this business: alcohol, drugs, and homosexuality or your sexuality. That shit's gonna be tested to 1,000%. Right. And when we in these rooms, a lot of times you have to more than you keep your integrity first. But a lot of times you have to go in these rooms and act like you don't see it. Right. But I always tell people, when you step into this music world, whatever your demons are, if you don't have them intact, they're going to be brought to the forefront as soon as you walk in.
They're going to intensify. They're like, it's even worse.
Man.
Like if you would just having drinks here and there, get the industry, you're going to become an alcoholic by then.
Absolutely.
Because it's going to be presented to you.
So much.
Some videos I was watching, it was just like when Bobby Shmurda got home from jail.
Yep. He was like, nah.
And he wanted water. They was trying to give him liquor, but instead of water, immediately you come out to get out of jail. We're trying to get you back on this train. Get things rolling. Like, no, he's trying to do the opposite of what landed him there.
Yeah. And that's a lot of times in this business, that's what you have to deal with, right? You have to deal with a constant. Whatever your vice is, it's always going to be there. Like I always tell people, they be like, yo, man, where you from? I'm from Chicago, South Side, the Wild Hundreds, the jungle. And the reason why I let them know is because this is what I'm actually saying to you. I'm from the South Side of Chicago. I'm not with the fuckery. Let's keep it moving. Because I'm about that, but not about that. You know what I mean? So a lot of times, like you said, we get in this business, you have to know who you are. I came from a neighborhood of hustlers, D-boys, but we had people who was working 9 to 5s. We had $1 million homes 2 blocks over on Longwood Drive. So I got a chance to see a lot of those things. So in the music or in the entertainment industry, I just take those same values into the business and operate in there. Right? I operate in the fine line. Yeah, I had uncles that sold dope. But I also had people in my family who were vice presidents of banks, right? So I got a chance to see a few different things. So you skate up that middle, and only thing you do, you go in there and navigate the way you know is best for your heart, your mind, and your soul, and your family, right? So for me, I've had my hiccups in this business, but this shit has been a breeze because I know who I am. See what I'm saying?
And when you know who you are, you can move accordingly. You have no like strain on you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you letting people know I'm about that life. But the people the words that you or the stories you hear about Chicago, I'm here though.
Yeah.
I'm right here though.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, we got people like that. Like that, everybody else got people like that. But look what you're asking me, the person that is in the same room with who? R. Kelly, Jennifer Hudson, Aretha Franklin, where they come from. But this is the same city that y'all say that only has what? No, I'm about that life, but I'm here though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Okay. I'm with you. Okay. So, we gonna go to your next question, and your next question is: